Hello YouTube and everyone that's watching this video. Okay, just a quick update on the current situation with the account and what's been happening. So if you watched, I think it was last week's video, you would have noticed that I was in a couple of trades, and this is the result of those trades. We had the AUD USD closing in profit. We had the Euro JPY also closing in profit, and we had the USD Cad also closing in profit. Now, none of them actually hit take profit. They were quite close. These two, I actually closed them because they weren't performing as well as this one here. So my job is, like I said to you, that I want to grow a small account to a very large account. So most of the trades that I'm taking I need to be managing as well. So wherever I see a potential that the trade might not go my way, I will close it early. So both of them too, I did close it early, as you can see, and which has resulted in the account being in profit. So we are back to £360, £61.04. So when I started uploading, I got to £360. I pulled it up to £360, and then we took a couple of losses, and now we did a couple of more trades, a few more trades, and we've brought it back up to here. So it's just gone 10 o'clock and it's the 7th of December 2021, 3 minutes past 10, and we're just going to scan through all of the charts. Excuse me. We're going to scan through all of the charts, and what I'm going to do, if I do see a setup, I will stop and explain, and yeah, I'll just you can watch me going through. If I do enter anything, I will tell you, and we'll just take it from there. So the first pair is the Euro Chef. Moving on to the next pair, Euro USD. Moving on to the next pair, which is the AUD Chef. AUD Jpy. Moving on to Chef Jpy. Moving on to AUD Cad. Moving on to USD Jpy. I'm going to move on to Euro Jpy. I'm going to move on to AUD USD. I'm just going to talk, mention a few things about AUD USD. So you can see the price action here. Okay, so this is where I got in, and I got out just exactly near to stop loss, take profit right there. Okay, so we can see now on the weekly that the take profit was around about here, and we didn't break below, and this is now looking like a bullish candle on the weekly. So what does that signify? Well, now we might see the beginning of a move like this. Okay, so that is what I'm gonna wait for on your daily, and if I do get a valid buy signal on the daily, then I will be taking a buy, but that's if only it is valid. Moving on to the next pair, Gbp Usd. Okay, so Gbp USD, unfortunately, I actually took a look at the charts this morning, and I noticed this area here. Okay, I was hoping for today's candle to actually break the lows here, but unfortunately that has not happened. So moving back onto the weekly, if you just take a glance towards the left hand side, you can see this significant area where the price is currently now. So my understanding is that this is actually acting as a support currently. We may see a pullback occurring, possibly 2 to 3 weeks, maybe. I'm just saying maybe this will happen. This is something that you have to keep in mind. There's a possibility that this might happen, because it's on a downtrend. It is trending down nicely. Okay, but obviously nothing goes down in a straight line, so it will go down and pull back, go down and pull back. So I'm thinking possibly this might be a pullback, or it might be a complete reverse in price and carry on going up. So let's wait and see what happens. Maybe we will see a break today, sorry, not today, tomorrow, and maybe we will get in for a sell, but I am still aware of this here. So you know, this is quite risky, but I will take the trade. If it does produce it, I will take it, but I am aware of this pattern here as well. So let's see what happens. If it does seem to be, if it does feel right, then I will take it. If it doesn't, I will move on to the next pair. Okay, moving on to the next pair, CAD Jpy. Okay, so this is looking quite interesting at the moment, because we can see this massive drop, and then we see the price actually get to this level here. Now this level ties in with this level, ties in with this level. Okay, go on to the weekly, and we can see we do have a few points here of interest. That's how I see it. But on the monthly, we can see that this is from here to there. It is uptrend. It's an uptrend. Okay, so overall bigger picture of the direction is obviously down, but you know, we're here, so we're looking at this. So I can see this top, and we can see we actually broke above the top, came down, broke above it again, come back down, and now it's looking like it's gonna start settling above it and carry on going up. Moving down to the weekly, we can see the same situation here, higher highs, higher lows being formed. Now the only thing that's stopping me is the daily. Soon as the daily is in line with the higher two time frames, then I will look to actually buy into this pair. But now I am not going to be doing that, so let's wait for this to set up, and then maybe in the future, in the coming weeks and days, we will take a trade. Since although we've moved on to the next pair, which is the Euro AUD, I would just like to mention something about the Christmas holidays. So as you might be aware, a lot of you out there who celebrate Christmas, Christmas is really close now. So I think possibly on the 15th or on the 16th of December, just, you know, a couple of days before that date, I will actually stop trading, and I will not trade through Christmas. I will wait until the new year arrives, which is in January, and that's when I will start to upload the videos again. Now there is another project that I'm currently looking at while I'm doing this daily trading. I'm actually working on a system for the 1 hour time frame. Okay, trading on the 1 hour time frame. So this is something I am going to be testing alongside my current daily candle trading. Why am I doing this? Because I have been monitoring lower time frame trading. I've been doing it for quite some time now, and I've been watching the hourly charts as long as I've been trading. So this is something that I think might be interesting to a lot of you who want to actually trade on an hourly basis. So this is something that I might actually put up on my YouTube channel, and maybe I'll go through some trade setups and stuff like that if that is something that interests you guys. So I just wanted to mention that there, and I'll leave it there. Okay, this is the Euro AUD. So Euro AUD on the weekly, it's a sideways movement for me, and you know, we are actually just it's more like zone trading between these zones. I mean, it's still tradable, but some of these candles, they are quite scary because of the size of them. You know, you're talking about very, very big stop losses as well. So yeah, I mean, I'm not interested in this pair. I think possibly this might produce a buy somewhere over here, but I'm not sure. But I'm gonna give this pair a pass. I'm gonna move on to the next pairs, which is the Eurogbp. Okay. Okay, so possibly we might actually see a sell occurring somewhere around here. There is a big possibility of that actually happening, but I don't know when. Possibly tomorrow, possibly not. But obviously, if the sell signal isn't on the right side of the SMA, if it's not in line with the other time frames, then we're not going to take it. As you can see here, all this price action is below the SMA. We have a low here that hasn't been broken. We do have a low here that has been broken, but price has been at this point for the last 2 months, I would say. Yes, the last 2 months. So price is not actually going anywhere. On the daily, sorry, on the weekly, we can see it has been the same situation. But on the daily, the bias would be just to sell this market. We did have a few setups here and there, but nothing worth taking actually, not in my eyes anyway. Moving on to the next pair, Gbp Jpy. You can see, okay, so this is interesting. Today's candle, we can see that it did try to break above, but did close as a bearish candle. So this is actually quite significant because yes, so we might actually be seeing further movement down to these points again. Yes, so this is what it's looking like, because we do see the break, this candle here breaking these lows. And what did we see on the monthly? Okay, so this is quite significant. It actually closed higher. So yeah, so this is something that I'm not going to be touching, because there is no sense of direction on where this one wants to go at the moment. Because you look at the monthly and the weekly, your bias would automatically be towards buying this pair. Okay, because of this point here, what looks like it's respecting, it has broken below it, but it does look like it's respecting. So it could be, yeah, but on the monthly you can see the top here, the monthly high. So we could equally say that it's actually respected this monthly high, giving you this bearish candle, but the bearish candle hasn't broken below this monthly low right there. So we actually need confirmation on direction, which way it wants to go. This is not enough for me to say that it's going to go down, and it's not enough for me to say that it's going to go up. On the weekly, I can see that it's closed below the SMA. So say for example here, go down to the daily, we could see that there was no valid setup for us until this happened here, but then it did not come back up to a point where I would have been interested in selling, sorry. So yeah, I'm not gonna mess around with this pair because I don't feel comfortable, and I'm gonna move on to the USD Cad. Now the USD Cad, look at this, USD Cad Buy. Okay, let's go to the daily and let's take a look at what happened. What was it, the second? So right there. When did we close it? We closed it on the 3rd. We closed it here on the 3rd, and we can see price. I'm glad I closed it here, because I saw this high and I thought, nah, I'll close it, don't want to risk it. And I'm glad I did, because you can see these two major drops would have easily took me out. Most likely it would have took me out. So that was a good call, and this might be a major pullback to this level here, or it could just go straight down. So yeah, I'm glad I got out of that one. So let's see what happens now. If we do get a valid sell signal, we may take it, but we are aware of this 10 SMA, and the monthly bias is to actually buy, because we do have this massive bullish candle that's just broke on this high, and then this is the monthly pullback, so actually pulling anyone into the trade and then carry on going up. But it might change. That's what we anticipate, but is it going to work out the way you anticipated? You can never be 100% sure on that, so you always have to wait till the very end when they give you the signal. So there's no signal here for anything, so I'm not gonna take any trades on this pair. Moving on to the next one, AUD NZD. So nothing here as well. Cad Chef, nothing there. Eurocad, just get rid of these lines. Okay, so we've got nothing here as well, and yes, it's the same situation on the weekly. You can see this is just nonsense here. Obviously on the smaller time frames there might be trades there, you know, but we are trading the daily candle, so there's no trade here for me. Moving on to the next pair, which is the Euro NZD. Okay, so the Euro NZD did have a great run. Okay, did give a solid buy signal here. Okay, but obviously I would have been very careful not to get into this one because of this high here, and would have been using this as a guide, so this would have been quite telling not to actually buy. And there you go. So here I would be actually looking for a nice sell opportunity. So today, hopefully, if this is a bullish candle, we may see a bearish candle the following day, breaking the lows here and giving us a chance to get into the market. But ideally I want that to happen underneath the SMA. So yes, if it does happen, if it doesn't look right, I might just wait until it happens below the SMA. Moving on to the next pair, GBP AUD. So GBP AUD, we can see this drop here, so we are expecting a possible sell to occur if market does actually turn around and start going down. On the weekly, we can see a bearish candle after 5 or 6 bullish candles, so this could be just a pullback here, finding a support and then carry on going up. And the monthly actually does support the move up after this big drop, sideways market. Okay, market decided not to go any further down, carry on moving up. So if it's moving up, we have to see this start to turn. So as of now, there is no buy signal. Okay, for the way I trade, there's no buy signal here. And just looking at price action here, we can see, let me just check this out. Yeah, so we can see quite easily that anyone actually getting in here would have been taken out most likely, and for me actually this next step here would have been a possibility to buy. So let's see, yeah, so this would have been the place to actually buy. Now here wouldn't have been the place for me to actually buy. Yes, certainly this would not be an ideal place for me to buy, and I would have been out of this trade if I got in there. But obviously at that situation, at that time, it did not look right to me, and for some reason I did not get into this trade. Okay, we're going to move on to the GBP CAD. And I do not see anything clear on the GBP CAD. I do see this candle here significant, but we can see this low here, so yeah, I'm not gonna risk this pair, it's not worth it. GBP Chef, let's take a look. Wow, so you can see that bearish candle where my cursor is. It doesn't show any strength, no momentum in selling. It has closed in a bearish candle, but there is also no buying as well. So there's a nice break here of this level. The weekly price is going back up, so possibly okay. And yeah, I mean, let's see, there might be a possibility on this pair of a sell actually happening, but the kind of sell that I am actually looking for, this kind of sell setup is not here. So we're not going to do anything with this pair. We're going to move on to the next pair, GBP NZD, and take a look at this sideways movement on the monthly. We do have a good run towards the upside on the weekly, with this bearish candle that's starting to form. So yeah, so it's the same situation here. No opportunities to enter with the way I trade, so I'm going to stay clear of that pair. NZD, same situation, and it's the same with the NZD chef. So but that NZD chef, I just need to take a quick look at this. Okay, and down, yes. So that is the same situation here. Wait a minute, yep. So yeah, there's a potential of a sell actually occurring in the next couple of days. Okay, yeah, in the next couple of days, but it will have to be a perfect setup, the way I actually trade. So if this does happen on the NZD chef, so this will be also another pair that I'll be interested in. Okay guys, I'm gonna leave it there. That's all the pairs, and with a quick update on the balance and what happened, and an update on what I might be doing in the future with the 1 hour chart. I hope you liked the video, and I'll see you on the next one. Good night.